as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jackson on the move.
Серьезно, что ли, а?
Anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go play action here on first down.
Хорош, Адам. Хорош. Прям молодец.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Caldwell slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag.
Да ладно вам опять, что ли?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gordon.
Хорош.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
4 yards remain for second down. Jackson from the shotgun. That goes out wide to Murray. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's a big one.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well,
Руки
after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the
42-yard.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. These two teams
Очень горячий чай.
Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Боже ты мой, хочет так играть. Да, прям устав шуме, как и все. Я не предполагал играть с Тампой. Поэтому...
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Jackson going to take
О, здорово, Джексон, как ты дела?
It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the
Ламара, что такое сейчас было от тебя?
Right at the 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A beautiful fake. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ну, кто-то смотрит. Привет. Как дела?
On 2nd down, Carmichael. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Очень плохой план был Ламара, то есть он был...
For him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ну, здрасте, приехали.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They'll get him to the ground at the the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down now, Carmichael. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on third down, Caldwell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Там набирали, там был чувак, который там стоял, который просто решил не бежать. Ладно.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Back to throw. Caldwell.
Настолько ты серьезно?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Очень хорошо, что перехват, очень плохо, что не туда. Да.
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is Gordon on the dump-off.
Хорошо бы туда, да, был бы передал. Много пасов на город, но от другого поставать.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Jackson on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure.
Ну ты не выкинул мяч, ты, господи, Леша, ёкарный бабай. Почему ты не понимаешь, почему они настолько быстрые все? Как так это все происходит? 97 скорость у Джексона.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught.
А вот там будет дуяр.
It'll be a 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point to drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half.
Ну, пожалуйста, 2 перехвата в грант. Очень не надо было.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 20 in his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Jackson now.
Ой, Джексон прям человека закинул. Прям, ну, пинекер это скинул, да, и поэтому полетел он гораздо правее, чем должен полететь. Но это обидно было. Мягко говоря, я не знаю, как можно говоря, да.
They couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st down, Carmichael. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, Carmichael. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caldwell, and that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Caldwell. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7.
Обидно.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. At their own 20-40 yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson.
Ой, я думаю, ты побежишь. Извините, мой косяк. Будь здорово.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
blitz coming, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play.
Но почему-то я что не играть блиц. Что-то сообщения не приходит. Помидоры красивые.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He's going to air one out. And that will be
Ты же приземлился даже с мячом около бедра. Ты чего?
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is taken at about the 14. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 1st and 10, Caldwell. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Очень плохо сыграли. Я просто не добежал никуда. Вообще никуда не добежал.
Always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent
Прямо говоря, он,
yardage.
кажется, заслайдил
Nice work to get 7 out of
гораздо...
that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Опять не туда, господи, 4 перехвата, ни один на грант. Как так-то?
As they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now it's 2nd and 9. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Я очень обидно, который там, конечно, вышел, да.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at that part, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slow to a stop. He does have a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Леша, ну куда ты убежал? Да.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Back to throw. Caldwell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going.
Без ускорения, там было бы еще 2 блока.
Not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to break one tackle with it, quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Нет туда этого и Техас, я не могу теперь найти. Какие хорошие, да, ребят. Ну, там 3...
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down.
Может бросать.
To get the
Ну,
3rd
тут не
down
бросим.
conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Вот называется штука, качок прям бежит, да.
On 2nd and 2.
Ой, Ай, ну почему ты опять Инакурейт кинул, господи?
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And I think the ball's out, but this will
Почему ты Инакурейт кинул? О, господи, почему?
inside his face mask there, the look of relief.
Почему ты кинул Инакурейт? Тебе никто не мешал. Вот, ну как так-то, господи? Ну чистый же пас должен проходить. Почему Инакурейт?
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to
Почему?
lose the football at this juncture. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Caldwell. Flush to his right. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the option going left.
Да господи, ну побегай ты, ну 97 у тебя что? 97.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the
Не правда, что Ламар не
NFL
бегает,
on
что
EA
совсем.
Sports.
Кажется, просто какая-то, да, фишка игры. Нет, я сейчас не могу сказать.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And on 4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown!
Ну как так, Леш, ну господи, ну просто ты.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
А что? Почему заглючило?
For the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a terrific return.
Ну, это время паса заглючило все.
First and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many.
And for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That is taken in by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
Почему второй чувак не побежал на мяч? Почему он просто побежал мимо? Он же тоже мог побороться сейчас. Почему? Я даже не переключиться не смог, хотя он был ближе гораздо.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson will throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
7 yards, the pickup there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Caldwell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Caldwell. Over the middle, it's complete. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense.
They hit them over
the top.
Still fighting for more. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Да, у меня больше нет тайм-аутов.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through.
Обидно.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just get going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Buccaneers, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Так, все, извините, всем спасибо.